Hey folks, Vortex here and welcome to my review of the Hidizs or Hidizs MS1 Galaxy. These are a more affordable single dynamic driver for under $20 from memory. And yeah, as usual, the full disclaimers, I'd like to thank obviously Hidizs themselves for sending me this to try, so thank you very much. I was not paid to do this video, or all thoughts and opinions are my own as per usual. And yeah, like I said, this is a more affordable set, under $20, a single dynamic driver. And yeah, let's just get into it. So the version I have here is the clear one. I think there's about 3 or 4 different colours. Obviously this is a more affordable kind of option, part of the kind of Galaxy lineup. So specs: 10mm dynamic driver, PU and PEK diaphragm, resin shell, 20Hz to 40 kHz. That's the type of cable. Impedance 32 ohms and 8 decibel sensitivity. All pretty normal. 0.782 pin. Hope you can see what it includes. Obviously to 3.5mm. So yeah, I think I've seen something like this before. So tips. Just get one of these out to have a quick look. So the shell looks really big. The DD isn't that large, but the shell is. It looks like you could put a lot of stuff in there, but obviously this is only meant to be one dynamic driver. Bit of vent in there for the DD, and that's it. Very straightforward. Bit of a bling kind of effect on the back, reflection, and that's it. So obviously tips there. This is the cable. Obviously I'll have a good look at this when I get to use it. Seems alright. To see what the kind of connectors like. And bit of paperwork. So it's the Mermaid series. Soulful music beyond time and space. Just some specs. Actually, a character. This kind of stuff doesn't really mean anything to me, but if that's what you like, then that's it. But it's not my cup of tea, as we say in England. So just how to use it. Obviously it's Chinese. I love it's just common sense. Just usual kind of paperwork. And yeah, the serial number and date, if you probably need to claim it back. A bunch of different socials, so that's it. So I know what these are like. Again, these are priced on the affordable side. And yeah, so I'll see you in the future. Usual testing will be done. And yeah, see you in the next clip. Yes, so welcome to my review section of the Hidizs or Hidizs MS1 Galaxy. So yeah, as usual now, this is what it looks like with the cable on. It's a 3.5 right angle. It seems, to be honest, because this is a budget set, it seems perfectly fine, to be honest. And that's obviously what they look like on there. Yeah, so no problem at all. Probably I think one of the better cables in the budget sector, because these are under 20. Just take these off. So yeah, not a bad cable. So build quality in these, I'd just say it seems fine. It just seems odd because you've got so much like empty space, but it is what it is. But build quality seems fine. Tips are a little bit soft. Maybe you could use your own tips, but they are again sufficient for what they are. Comfort on these set is decent. There's no weird fin shape here, but they are a little bit bigger, as in like the height. But again, no real issues really, as you can see. I do like the effect. I've seen that before on one of their previous models. I forgot from memory. Yeah. So talk about timbre. Timbre on these is not a bad set. Oops, very fit to focus. DD timbre. Tuning is obviously a bit different, but what these sound like, it sounds like a DD, which is obviously a good thing. Let's get soundstage and image in there. Not too bad. Not amazing and nothing like that, but it's not too bad for what these are. It's a little bit better than I expected. So yeah, not much to say about stuff like that. And power and sensitivity is also easy to power. You don't need anything special. I think with most dynamic drivers, they're a bit more lenient than something like planar, where you need more power, or sometimes BAs, where you need something that's got a cleaner output, especially like low output impedance and stuff like that. So resolution on this set, because it is a cheaper model, it is okay. I'd wish it was better. Same for the actual like micro details, I wish it was a bit better. I think it's because there's a lot of bass and there's a lot of low ends, but obviously we'll get to that when we get to it. But yeah, for what these cost, I'm sure them between like $13-16. It's in like that kind of ballpark. They're not that bad at all. So sound, obviously, because that's what we're here for. So I put the graph up now so you can have a look. Now, as you can see, really bassy. So I tried this for electronic music and it does sound pretty good for that. But I think it can be sometimes there's too much bleed. And sub bass does roll off, but obviously it still does have it, so just bear that in mind. But yeah, definitely a bassy set. Yeah, it just depends if you like that much low end, really, and that's all I can say. Now, mid range, male vocals was pretty good. They sound thick, as you can imagine. Obviously, there's a dip in the middle, and obviously, ultimately, these are V-shaped. Female vocals, I don't think was as good as males. You can see it's a gradual gain for the upper mid-range. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing special. I think because there's a lot of bass. The mids do sound like they lack a bit of detail, but I'm not surprised from that kind of graph, really. Now, treble. Again, I think because it's so much low end, this could do with a bit more extension. Obviously, after 4K, it drops for like 4 and 5K, it does drop off. And obviously, you got the measurement one, and then that's it really. It just taper off. So that it could do with a bit more treble extension to help outweigh the big bass, really. And apart from that, it's okay. I found this set kind of on the average side, which is not ultimately a bad thing for its cost. Now, if this is like $40 or $50 with this tuning, obviously it wouldn't be good enough. But because it's in the super low end, like the super budget section, and plus it's tuned a bit different to like a few are. This has got more of a typical V shape. Now, a lot of people like that. Now, this may be for folks who do like the typical V shape sound. Now, I don't mind it, but it's always good to have something a bit more. I prefer a bit more balance, which these obviously are not. So, yeah, short and sweet, really. So, conclusion is, what do I think of these? Obviously, these are obviously tuned more on the bassy side. That just depends if that's kind of like what you want. Now, obviously, same for vocals. Male vocals I thought was better than female, but that's from what I've tried. It could do with a bit more, obviously, treble. Obviously, it's got enough lower, but then it tapers off probably a bit too much. They're kind of a safe bassy tuning, really. Most folks want more air than this, but like I said a few times, it is very affordable. And it does lack a little bit of details, I think, because of that bass. And the tips are kind of like a bit too soft, really. But overall, they're not that bad. It's just if you want a cheap, bassy set that's built quite well. This is for you. Like a few models are going for like more lean and low end or more Harman kind of tuning. Obviously, this is a bassy V-shaped tuning. And that's pretty much it. It just depends if this is what you want. Now, I don't mind this for some electronic, but then sometimes I want something a bit more balanced for some other stuff. And that's pretty much it, really. So, not a bad set. It's just a cheap V-shape set that does that genre, that kind of tuning well. And that's pretty much it. So, yeah, if you know anything particular about these, please do let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.